Let's see. So let's see if you're ready. Um, that's it. Okay, we are live. Hey everyone, hi. How was it going? Welcome to today's live stream. So a quick introduction about myself. I'm Ace, and yeah, and I love hosting live streams at this KPI. But today isn't just any kind of live stream, and as you all know, we are in the month of October, and yeah, I know for open source, the most popular thing that happens in October is actually Hacktoberfest, right? So yeah, and we are participating in this year's Hacktoberfest, and we have a lot of interesting issues on GitHub, and yeah, so we are basically going to like explore all these interesting issues, but. Um, just to before I go into details about the whole thing, I have with me an amazing person, Ruchi. So we are going to be doing this alongside Ruchi today. So I'm going to bring Ruchi up stage in a few seconds. Okay, let's see. Hi, Ruchi. You're upstage. Hi.
Hi,
How
hi
is it going?
everyone. Yep, it's going good.
So this is Ruchi, everyone. Do you mind giving us a quick introduction about yourself?
Yep, sure. Hey everyone, I'm Ruchi and I'm currently working as a software engineer at Red Hat. And yep, previously I've also contributed and been like open source developer at Async API in their Async API mentorship program. Then I was also LFX mentee for the year 2022. And yep, this is a little about me.
So just in case you don't know, Ruchi is actually a big fan of open source. She loved doing open source. She loved contributing to open source projects. So why don't you tell us how you started contributing to async API?
Yep. So actually, like my story of how I began contributing to Async API was like, I actually applied to Google Season of Talks. Since I couldn't apply for Google Summer of Code as I was already doing LFX, so I applied for the Google Season of Talks. But unfortunately, it was very last moment, and I guess applications were about to close. So Alexandra from the documentation team actually told me that. We would love to have you, but for this, for this season, we already have shortlisted candidates, and we have done with the interview process. So I was like, okay. Uh, so I just saw the Slack channel, and I was going through, like the repositories and everything, and I saw that there was like since like Async API was not accepted into the Google Summer of Code last year, it was hosting its own Async API mentorship program, and I found a issue in the Glee project. I was actually very interested to contribute in the Glee project, so I found a issue over there, and it was open for the mentorship program. So I just commented under the issue, and since there were since there were no other contributors over there, so yep, I got accepted into the mentorship program. I did complete the mentorship program successfully, and yep, like that's how I began contributing to Async API.
That is awesome, like Richie. And I know a lot of other folks have interesting stories just like yours. And yeah, so that was how Richie started contributing to async API. And I think you contributed to Glee specifically, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that is actually interesting, but just for us, like, I know this story is really interesting and you all want to like keep hearing more about the story, but today is not actually about Ruchi. Today is about Oktoberfest, right? So Ruchi, what are we doing today?
So we are actually going through the async API repositories that are participating into the Hacktoberfest, and we would be telling like how one can contribute to Hacktoberfest and actually make their first pull request.
Okay, that's looks interesting. So we are getting our hands dirty. So like a lot of you folks like that are currently watching this stream, are all interested in participating in Oktoberfest. And yeah, I know so a lot of folks are saying, "Oh, I want to work on this issue. I don't know how to get started." So that is the whole purpose of this live stream. This live stream is to help you, find your first issue and how you can like walk through it, and like how to like find our contributors guide and how you can make your first pull request. And also like after the close to the ending of the session, I'm gonna share like a few stuff, a few interesting stuff, that could help you, um, make you want to contribute more during the month of October. Okay, Richie. So what are we doing? Are you sharing your screen?
Yep, you can share your screen, is, and we can explain maybe.
Okay. Let me
You
share
can,
my
yeah, you
screen.
can start sharing with the async API repository.
Okay. Whatever you tell me to do is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. GitHub. Can you see my screen?
Yep, it's
Okay.
visible.
You can see GitHub, right?
Yep, I
Okay. So
can. Just, yep, yeah, yeah, go
so
ahead.
I'm currently in the Async API repository. What am I supposed to do?
Yep, just scroll down a little to the project section.
Okay. So
Yep. So as you can see, like this are the async API, like pinned projects that you can contribute to. There are many such, but these are like currently well maintained and are accepting like PRs in Hacktoberfest. So we can start with the I guess we can start with the website only first. Async API website. Yep. So the Async API website, this is actually the Async API specification website, the actual Async API website that we have. So this is that. You can see that it has Hacktoberfest label. So it is like participating in Hacktoberfest. So now the question is how you can contribute to Hacktoberfest. Is can you just open the contributors guide? Wait, I'm sending you a Slack. The contributors guide that we had.
okay. Okay. I'm gonna share this
Yep.
link.
Yep. So before going to any project or before going to any such thing, uh, is can you just share the screen? Yep. 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 So before going to any project or anything, what you can do is you can just check out the Hacktoberfest contributors guide that we have. Okay. So and there we have explained how to get started to the async API repository. Suppose if you have never contributed before, so you can start by cloning and forking the repository first, and then you can just once you have hit the code or project locally, you can just go to the issues section, and you can just go to the issues section and see like what are the open issues that are accepting like PRs for the Hacktoberfest. Like wait. Yeah. So here you can see that we have the Hacktoberfest label to the issues that are, accepting the PRs for the Hacktoberfest. So what you can do is just go here and see, like, which projects are uh, accepting the Hacktoberfest issues, or if you're going to if you want to contribute to a specific project, just go to the issues section of that project and just see the label named Hacktoberfest, and yep, you can just like first yep. So once you get that issue, you can first comment under that issue that can you assign the stars to me? And if anyone has commented before, please don't spam it. Just wait for a
Mm-hmm.
few days to see that if there is any update on that issue or not. So, or if anyone has raised a pull request on it or not, and then only like put a comment on it again. Otherwise what happens is the issue gets spammed with a hell lot of comments, and the relevant stuff gets lost. So please don't
Mm.
spam the comment section. Like just wait for the wait for some time and see if there is any pull request open for it. And if there is not any pull request open, you can just comment that like if anyone is working, that assigned person or the interested person is working anymore or not. And if not, then maybe you can get started with the issue. So yep, like this is how you can contribute to the issues, and this is not only for the website, but this applies to like every project under async API. These are like some of the rules that we follow for the Hacktoberfest actually. So, like, now your question would be, how do I pick the right issue? Right? Is just go to the contributors guide again.
Okay.
Yep, the conference website again. We can show that as well. Yep, just go to the picking the right issue. So, right away. But like these issues, generally vary from code contributions, documentation, CI/CD, and designs part. So you can pick issue according to the your skill set, and before jumping into the implementation part, just make sure that you go through the README document of that project and the contributing guidelines of the repository to make sure that like how, like what is the general steps, or how to set up the project before actually jumping into the implementation part, right? So most of the projects that we have follow the similar kind of guidelines. So you can just go through this would help you to actually get started with contributing to any issue. Yep, so yep, let's see, on the website we have this issue. uh, can I just share my screen once?
Okay, yeah, you can.
Yep,
I'm gonna just stop sharing.
yep.
The screen is yours.
Is my screen visible?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So, into the website part, you can see that we have the community cards implementation. So this
Mm-hmm.
is actually a design project. Okay, this is actually you have to implement first the design of it and then actually code it. Okay, so as you can see, uh, there is already some stuff going on here, but yeah, like this is like the sample one. You can also see that dock sidebar, right? So this is kind of bug. So that was like kind of design implementation issue. This is kind of bug. So you can find different types of issues. Like some could be bugs, some could be enhancement, some could be design and whatsoever. Some could be CI/CD. So just pick up the issue that you feel that is understandable by you, and easy to contribute for the first time. So just pick up that issue and go ahead with it. Sometimes docs issue need level of understanding, or level of favorability with the project, that like to contribute to docs, you need to sometimes have that experience of good understanding of what that project does. So yes, bug or enhancement could be a good issue to start with. Generally, the issues named good first issues are good to start with. So make sure that you visit the good first issues and see, like, how you can contribute to it and stuff. As you can see, we have already a PR for this issue. Um, yeah. So then comes this: how do you set up your environment and creating your first PR? So once you install GitHub on your machine and you have a GitHub account, so it is easy to set up the project. You have to just clone the project of that particular issue, fork the repository, and then clone the repository. Okay, and once you have it, just make sure that you visit the README document of that section. For example, for this project, like for the async API website, what you have to do is just visit the requirements and run locally development part. Each project has the how to set up your environment or how to run locally that project. So you can just read this, like it says that fork the repository and then at the top of the main repository, then clone it, then navigate to the website directory, which is the cd website, then install all the required dependencies using npm install, and then run the website locally. So it is that simple. It is not complicated. So this steps generally applies to every project that we have under Sync API. Some could have modifications as per the project requirements. So that's why I'm saying that you can just visit the README once, and here you can find how you can actually set up your environment and have your project locally running, right? And to create your first pull request, what you have to do then is, after you have the project locally, just create a new branch of yours, like of the issue that you're working on, and do some changes, and just get add the files, get commit, and then just get push it. Like, it's that simple, right? Many of you maybe know that how to create a PR, but if you don't, like, just Google it, and it is simple. It is just get add, get commit, and get push. Just create a new branch and then do all the stuff. So it's simple. It's not at all complicated. You can just refer this section, go through the contributors guide that we have. This guide, Ace would put this link into the comment section as well, so you can just check it out. Is to create an issue or ask questions. Don't forget to see the discussions that are going on, where anyone can ask like project related questions. You can see what are the ongoing topics, if you want to like know more about what's going on in async API. And yep, just join the Slack channel, and like in the general section, introduce yourself with any GitHub LinkedIn link, and yep, ask the question that you have directly over there. Okay. One more thing that I want to add is that at Async API, we accept quality, quality PRs. We have certain expectations. So to successfully contribute to an Async API repo and create an impactful pull request, you can actually follow some guidelines before making that pull request. So PRs are generally automated, that we have certain workflows when you push a PR. So like just like if all the workflows are running, then your PR is good to go, because most of the time, certain things, if you have any bug or stuff, it generally breaks the code, right? And also, like, what we have is that don't disturb, or don't push the code into someone else branch, right? So yep, so that's about the quality expectations. You can read this stuff. So yep, let's move ahead to the different repository. Mm, okay. Okay, so let's visit the Glee repository. Glee, like at the first, it may be hard to get started with Glee because Glee is not that beginner friendly. You need some expertise, or you need some, understanding with the server side applications and the, how the client server application work, and how the client side works, how the async API framework is, like helping the APIs and stuff too. So you need to have some expertise. So you can again visit the README of this project. To set up the Glee, it is very simple. You have to fork the project, like clone it, then like go to the directory cd into the Glee repository, and then npm install all the dependencies, and then you can use the async API CLI, which sets up everything automatically for you. To create a project, you can run this command, and you would have the Glee app running on your desktop. Okay, so yeah, so if you have to contribute to Glee, there are some good first issues that we have like this. So this is open for Hacktoberfest. This is actually remove this unused import of middleware callback. So this is actually a bug. We can add a label here. Is just add the label bug over here, and you can like this issue already has a PR also raised. But yeah, you can just like visit the good first issues with the Hacktoberfest label to contribute. We have another issue: generating docs fails if a project is a Git repo. So description of the bug is given, how to reproduce it is given. So yep, just understand what the issue is doing, and if you have any doubts or stuff, just post it on our Slack channel and stuff. Yep. Mhm. Yep. So, yep, that's that was it for the Glee project. Is do you want to add anything over here?
Yeah, Ruchi, I would love if you can show us, like, because I see, like, somewhere in the contributors guide, you made mention of sometimes you don't want to clone the projects because you're trying to like make a tiny change, and you said we could actually make that change right from GitHub. Do you mind showing us what that workflow is like?
Yep,
So let's say let's use this example. One of the available issues, can just use anyone, like this issue I'm sharing on the public channel. I mean, there's already a pull request, but we can just use it.
yep. So if you want to, use directly go to like you don't have to open the VS Code and stuff. You can just press the dot and a web editor opens up. So you can just like the VS Code setup opens up for you, and whatever changes you have to make, you can just make it on the Google Chrome or on the web browser here and push it from the here. Like we also have the terminal, so you can just make any change, and like like now for me the setup is not done, but yeah, you can just like do the setup and run it. And also like like is this is what you were pointing out, or like
Okay, so this is interesting. So we have a link called github.dev.
okay, so like can you share your screen, or like should I open
No,
it?
I mean, like, I can see like you just opened a VS Code like window.
Yeah, github.dev. Yep, this
Okay, do
one.
you
Like,
mind sharing the link? I mean,
yep,
it's actually interesting.
yep. So you can just go over here, continue working. You can set up your terminal over here, and you can make the change that you want. If it is a simple, simple change. like a readme change or a docs change, you can just make it here and push it from here. It is not an issue. You don't have to set up like git clone and fork. You don't have to do all that. But it is like always recommended to fork the repo and clone the repo and then create a branch and then do all that stuff, because it's kind of like the practice that we follow generally.
Oh, nice. Okay, which is interesting because you can. Do you mind sharing the link with me so I can share it on YouTube?
This one.
Yeah, github.dev.
Yep, I'm sharing over Slack. Like the trick to open the github.dev is like go to any project. Let's say ours was Glee, and just press the dot, press the dot one, and the github.dev editor, web editor opens up. So yeah, you don't have to actually go to the github.dev. You just have to press the dot, and github.dev opens up for you.
Oh, nice, nice. This is interesting. Okay, just to like add to what Roche just made mention of. So if you're trying to make just a tiny change and you don't want to use github.dev, you can actually make these changes directly from GitHub, right?
Yep,
So I'm just gonna show you. Do you mind showing us the quick flow? Or I should do it.
yep. Should I stop sharing my screen? Are you
Yeah.
sure? Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen instead. Okay, so let's say we have this particular issue, right? Please ignore it already has a pull request, so I'm just going to use it as an example, right? So let's say we have this particular issue that says, um, sorry, give me a few seconds. Sorry, for the interrupt. I have to like make my dog go out, so I also keep barking. um so let's say we have this particular issue, right, and we are trying to like, it looks simple, but I don't want to like fuck the whole async KPI react project, just because I want to like, I don't want to clone it in my local in my laptop, just because I just want to make a tiny change. So if you don't want to, if you're as lazy as me, just to make this tiny change, so it's easy, right? You can actually make these changes directly from GitHub. So all you just have to do is go to the code and then navigate to where the issue is. So based on what we have here, where is the issue? So I have a link here, and when I go here, I figure out where the issue is because this is a code smell issue. So it says the issue is here, server slash security. So what I have to do now is look for where the issue is. Um, so is the issue in library? Library, yeah. So all I have to go is go to library, right? I have the library. Go to the source. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for where the
Um,
issue is.
is sorry to interrupt, but I guess you're sharing the tab. Like you're not sharing the screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you're right. Thanks for the notice. I wasn't sharing, so I'm gonna share the whole browser. Okay. So what I was trying to say is I try to look for where the issue is, right? So I see the issue is under the library, under server and security. So what I have to do now is go navigate that part in the project. So I have this in React library, and yeah. So what I have to do is go to where the issue is located. So the issue is located library servers. So let's look for servers. Source container servers, containers servers. Then security, right? This is where the issue is located. So what I have to do is look for what am I trying to make change, right? So they say prefer using an optional chain expression instead. It's more concise and easier to read, right? So which means I have to like make a change in line 29, right? So I look for line 29. This is where the changes is, right? So what I want to do is I should be able to like make changes directly from here, right? But this is oh sorry, what am I pressing? Line 29. Yeah, but I can't, make these changes because yeah, you can't make changes to the main branch. So which means what I have to do is have my own fork of the code, right? So I go back to this in KPI React. Like you all know how to like fork a project, right? So I have my own fork, but I already have this project forked already. So what I just have to go do is go to my repositories. So it is important to have the project forked. And I go to using KPI React. And yeah, so I try to make the changes. So I know where the change is gonna be. I go to library, I go to source, I go to containers, right? And I go to servers. And yeah, security, right? So now I can make my changes here. So file. And so once I try to edit the file, I go to line 29. I make the initial changes. So they say in Sonar Cloud says this issue. So there's also an option in Sonar Cloud. Since this issue is from Sonar Cloud, they also like show you how to fix it. So when I come to how to fix it, they say I can just choose optional. Like instead of using this, instead of saying if there is no security or there's no security.length, so what I can do is basically just use this instead. I can just delete this line of code and just say if there is no security optional dot length. Ah, oh, is that a required changes length? Okay. Oh, sorry, got length wrong. Imagine I can't spell length. So I have these changes already made. So what I have to do now is to commit these changes, right? After I made the changes, you can say I have this button here called commit changes. So all I just have to do is click this button and had my own commit message, right? Update security.typescript. So I can add an extended description. So what I have to do is either commit directly to my master branch or create a new branch for this commit to start a pull request. So I would mostly encourage folks to like go with the second option, right? So instead of the first one, so all you have to do is do this, select the second option, so it will create a branch for you automatically and propose changes. So I just have to like click this, and yes, so I have my changes proposed. Then I can then create a new pull request. That is all you have to do. So I can then create a new pull request. I'm not gonna like create a new pull request here, but yeah, you can do that, right? Yeah, if you're like me, if you don't know how to like you forgot that you have to like fork the repo yourself initially, you can basically just do the same thing on the main repo, right? You can just come here to this code and navigate library like I did earlier. Just look for where the issue is, right? And go to containers, servers, then security. Yeah, so you want to edit this file, just look for this button, edit this file in your fork for this project. So you can just click on it. So same thing, you make a change, You change this file here, right? To it goes no security. Right. Right. So let's say this is the changes I make. I commit the changes. I, do the same thing, propose a change. Yeah, that's it. It's done. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, let me just click on it. So does the same thing. So you can actually, if you don't want to like make the changes, like maybe you don't have a fork, you haven't forked the project yet, you can actually make these changes directly from the main the async API slash async API React project. So if you don't have a fork yet, it's gonna help you create a fork. It's gonna tell you how to create a fork. You need to create a fork. Just click and on the click of a button, you have the forked project, right? So this way you can make changes directly from the source code without having to like clone the project locally. Or better still, if you want to have that same VS Code like experience, yeah, you can just use the GitHub.dev. Yeah, so that is an example of how to like changes yourself. So anything you want to add, Ruchi?
No, you explained perfectly, I guess. Thank you for
Okay.
explaining that.
Yeah, nice. So talking about making contributing to async API during this month of October. So I also want to like, in addition to like contributing to in addition to like contributing generally to open source in Oktoberfest. So the deal is right. We are planning to like give out exclusive swags to our top contributors during the month of October, right? Folks with the highest number of pull requests merged during the month of October. So we plan to like, I think we're gonna do top three. So what if I don't know if we should do top five or top three? What do you think, Richie?
We can do top five, like the like the most like number of pull requests, and the person with most number of pull requests would get the definitely different size. But yeah, we can do like top five people whom we can give swag.
Okay, but in addition to that, I think where we might have issue with where folks might complain is pull requests not getting matched. Maintainers are busy, and sometimes
Yep.
you might submit a pull request and your maintainer or the maintainer maintaining the project didn't review the pull request as soon as possible. I think I just want to like put it out there. You have to remain calm, right? Maintainers are also humans. Most of the folks like maintaining these projects, some of them don't work on the project full time. They have other places they're working. An example is Ruchi, right? Ruchi works at Red Hat and she contributes to Glee in her free time, right? So is other maintainers also. So you have to remain calm. Please don't get pissed off because the maintainer didn't respond to your pull request. Give them time. They are going to review it. And yeah, I'm going to also do my best to reach out to these maintainers to review any pending pull requests. So talking about swags, so if you feel before the month of October, maybe you have a pending pull request that hasn't been merged during when we are doing the whole calculation of the highest number of pull requests merged. I think we are going to like still have to like count your pull request, even though it was merged then or not. But we are not going to like count it. We are only going to like add it if it actually meets the standard, right? So don't think you can just like open a pull request just for us to like consider
Yeah.
you for having people during the month of October. No, we are going to actually check the quality of your pull request, right? So yeah. So and also just quick reminder: don't get pissed off if maintenance didn't respond fast to your pull request. Like I said, they have other things they're doing. They are busy, and yeah, as soon as they have time, they are gonna review your pull request.
Yep.
Anything you wanna add to this?
Absolutely. Nope, absolutely. Like, yep, just have little patience once you raise your pull request, so that like maintainers, like generally merge the pull request. But yeah, also if there could be some changes, there could be some comments and stuff. So please be calm and have some patience before your pull request get merged. We generally are active and we merge it. But yeah, if it takes time, then just have a little patience before spamming.
Yeah, thanks for the additional context, Richie. So the thing is also like, I think this you shouldn't. So I love saying this, right? October first is here, but the thing is, it's also going to go, right? And I'm gonna encourage folks to please not stop contributing after the month of October, right? I love telling folks that let this be um your inspiration for contributing to open source project, right? I think Oktoberfest is actually a good way for you to get inspired to making open source contributions. So after the month of October, after getting that swags, please don't stop contributing. I mean, like, let it be the thing that like sparks you, that ignites you to make more open source contributions. And yeah, and who knows, you might even have the opportunity to participate in one of the Syncopy mentorship programs, right? We participate in Google Summer of Code, Google Season of Dogs, Syncopy mentorship program, and more. I mean, like that could actually make you also like qualify to like participate in any of these programs next year, right? So do not stop contributing. I mean, keep contributing, no matter how small or how big your contribution is. We actually do appreciate it at Testing KPI. No, not because we are in the month of October, we think you should if you contribute to open source. No, we appreciate those contributions, no matter how small it is, even though it's removing an empty space or making a big changes, every kind of fixes, feature, enhancement. We do appreciate it as a KPI. So don't let don't stop contributing because October ended. You receive your swag. Keep contributing. We would really appreciate that.
Yep, absolutely. It's like, yep, like we are accepting contributors throughout the year. So Hacktoberfest is just like, month where we are promoting it. But yep, don't forget to, like contribute after it as well, because like there are huge opportunities that you can get here, like we participate in Google Summer of Code, Google Season of Talks is there. We have our own Google Summer of Code like program called the Async API mentorship program, and this all are a very good programs that can help you get started, like not get started but contribute to the project, and actually like get a chance to become the maintainer and be a part of the Async API community. So yep, like don't just contribute for the sake of contributing it. We are accepting contributors throughout the year through different various programs. So yep, just be consistent and like just continue contributing to the project that you find it that interesting and aligning with your skill set. So yep, just like start contributing through Oktoberfest, and then try to consistently contribute throughout the year.
Yeah, that's what Rochi said. Please just keep contributing. And yeah, we are also like actively looking for maintainers. And who knows, you might end up being a maintainer based on the impact your contributions would eventually make to some particular project, right? So looking forward to an amazing Oktoberfest. I mean, I'm looking forward. I can see a lot of pull requests like already going on. So you all should just give us time. We're gonna review this pull request. And yeah, I'm so happy that yeah, Oktoberfest is going as planned. We are having some really cool pull requests, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the program like um works. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the end. And yeah, I if you are watching this, who knows, you might be one of the local winners of this KPI Swag Spark. So I think without no further ado, I guess this will be the end of today's live stream. Or if else, if Ruchi have anything she wants to add.
No, I think I also don't have anything else from my side. Just, if you have any doubts or if you have questions regarding the issues, or you have difficulties in understanding the, issues or bugs that we have for the Hacktoberfest, for any project, just reach out to the maintainers, just reach out to us over Slack, and we would be happy to help you out with whatever, like doubt solving or whatever like issues that you are having. Yep, we are usually very active on Slack. So yep, just join Slack channel and reach out to us if you have any issues with contributing to any project.
Yeah, and also talking about reaching out, I would also like encourage you. So if you are the type that doesn't know how to, like, maybe you have issues or it's your first time using GitHub and you don't know where to get started from, or you've been watching a couple of videos, you don't know and you're not get grabbing it. So also feel free to reach out to me on Slack. I am like willing to hop on calls with you and help you make that first contribution. So if that would encourage you, yeah, so you should definitely reach out to me on Slack. I'm Mace on Slack. And yeah, so if you're contributing to the Glee project, you can reach out to Ruchi. I'm pretty sure she'd be so glad to help you.
Yep,
So Ruchi, do you mind giving us a closing remark?
yep. So everyone, happy Hacktoberfest, and yep, like see you on Slack. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye. Bye. So thanks so much to Ruchi for joining. Ruchi, thanks for being an amazing person. So I guess this would be the end of today's session. I'm Ace. And yeah, so feel free to join us on Slack if you have any questions. And also you feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep you posted, to have like to receive notifications about latest videos, or if you want to like join some of our community meetings and other live streams we do host, or if you want to join more live streams like this, yeah, so I would encourage you to like subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join me or join us on Slack, right? So that will be the end of today's video. Thanks for joining. I'm Ace, and see you next time. Peace out.